Good morning. Good morning. Today, I thought we could go through my morning routine. I have to get ready. I have therapy before work, and then I have work and catch up because I've been recovering from Miss Rona. I thought we'll just do a vloggy style kind of morning routine. Got my coffee and my favorite mug. We're just diving right in. This is from Calamityware, and it is the best mug ever. I think I've talked about this once before on my channel, but it's ceramic, and this company does kind of like the traditional, oh, what is this print called? I have to pop on the screen. It's too early. I haven't drank all my coffee, but they do kind of like the traditional print, but when you get up close, it's like all of these monsters and kind of crazy situations going on. There's like a Sasquatch, and it's just, I love it because it's unassuming and it looks like a classic piece, but then there's like some fun to it. Very my style. But yeah, we're gonna dive in. I gotta get my contacts in. I've already used my pad a day, but we're gonna do kind of full skincare, and then I might share kind of the body care that I'm using in the morning. I showered last night. We're gonna try to fix my hair. I don't know what that's gonna look like. But let's dive right in. How to make sure Frank's not doing anything nefarious, you know? Also, this robe that I have on is my favorite robe. It is from the brand Volo, and I'm actually going to be using my face cloth from there as well. This robe is so good if you struggle with transitions. So, hi, I have autism. I struggle with transitions, especially ones that involve any sensory changes, drastic sensory changes. So this is like, it's like a microfiber material. It's made of the same material as their towels. And so it's warm, it helps me get dry, and I can put it on immediately after the shower, and it helps dry me off and keeps me warm and just keeps the transition nice and toasty and doable. Ooh. We're about to head into allergy season, and contacts are always like such a thing to get through in the morning. But what I didn't show you is this morning, I don't know why, I just, after I got up and brushed my teeth, I put my accessories on. I don't really know why. I think one thing I want to talk about while we're getting ready, we're just getting ready together, you know. I don't have a set routine in the morning, and especially because I'm recovering from Miss Rona, which was a whole experience. I definitely am not in any routine. I'm kind of like, this is rebuilding my mornings because that was just, I mean, full recovery state. But like, I'm gonna talk about this while I wash my face. I don't always wash my face in the morning, but because I was sick and I wasn't as diligent with my skincare, specifically Sea Submerge, I'm breaking out a little bit, and I just want to get all of the occlusives and stuff that I put on last night off my face. So I'm using the Prequel Gleanser, just a really gentle face wash if I do anything in the morning, but also this is such a crazy consistency. I feel like I haven't seen someone like truly do it justice. If I like pump some out, it looks like a clear gel, but it is very like gloopy. And when you put it on dry skin, you'll see it starts to emulsify, but it's not going to spread super easy like a normal gel cleanser until you hit it with water, which I don't mind, and it's not bad. Just, it's like a very sticky, listen to that. It's a very sticky, gloopy product, but it is super gentle. And when you hit it with water, it does start to spread and kind of emulsify a bit. Like, it's not a foam that you're used to. It's like a very gloopy foam. Anyway, I'm not like a that girl routine follower. As much as I love having a set routine, they get really hard for me to stick to. And I have a different looking routine based on how I'm feeling that day. And that's something that one of you asked me to do, is like, how do I deal with down days? And I've thought, like, how do I show that? And I don't know that I can show it. I think the best way that I can like communicate what I do on those days is to go over a tool that I created for myself, an energy menu. So we can talk about that now, actually. I created an energy menu for myself. If you want an in-depth video on this, let me know down below. But I used the spoon analogy or metaphor for energy because that's commonly used in kind of the chronic illness space and all of that. But I don't use it in my day-to-day life because I never sat down and calculated out like how many spoons this activity is and how many I start the day with. Like, it's just too much for me to like mentally work through. So what I do instead is I went through and I made an energy menu similar to like the ADHD dopamine menu, but it's kind of like a hybrid of the ADHD dopamine menu and the spoons exercise that you can do for yourself. I'll link some resources down below that are really helpful on this, but we can cover it more in depth. I'm doing very high level. But basically, I made 4 cards, one for a 0 energy day, one for a low energy day, one for a medium energy day, and one for a high energy day. And basically, I broke it up into categories like what are my non-negotiables, like to just have a baseline of self-care. And what I mean by self-care is taking care of your physical body and your mental health. It's not a romanticized version that we see on the internet a lot where you're doing a face mask and all these extra bits and bobs. It's really like, as a human, I need to brush my teeth in the morning to take care of my oral health, all of that kind of stuff. So I break it into categories like my non-negotiables that I need to do on that day. And then also like think about, like, some people might really struggle brushing their teeth, especially if you're going through a depressive episode or you're going through a sensory situation, you don't have energy. How can you pare that down on a 0 energy day? Does it look like just using an antiseptic mouthwash? Does a medium energy day mean that you're going to brush, and then a high one means that you're going to brush and floss twice a day? Whatever. That's just an example of like non-negotiables that can be broken down in different ways. And then I have like a section that tells me the things that I can do with whatever energy level I have to like pour back into my cup or give me more spoons. Activities that kind of like might not be for productivity but are for me to feel better. And then I have things that I can focus on during work that makes it easier. On a super 0 energy day, I might have to limit my meetings, that type of thing, but I can focus on an Excel sheet or a PowerPoint that I'm making. Things like that. And then I also have like relationships on a 0 energy day. I might not want to call everybody that I should call that day, but I can send them a text. Just like things to remind me of like, these are the things you know you can do with 0 energy as a reminder. Now I will say, as I've used those, I've kind of just memorized what they are, but I did print them out and laminate them, and I use a dry erase marker just to like check things off to show me like, hey, I did those. But again, it's not a measurement of productivity or worth. It's just, that's all I'll say on that for now. Let me know if you want an in-depth video. We just got a package and Frank is like losing his mind. I'm hoping that he's calmed down enough to continue filming. I just used my Phytosurgence Sea Submerge for Forcefield. That's all I do in the morning. Sometimes I don't wash my face. Today I did. As far as body products, I'm going to top off my deodorant with Dove. Love it. And then sometimes I will use the Necessaire body peel or the body serum on my décolletage just to add a little bit of moisture. And then a product in my office I'll talk about, I use on my elbows right now because it's so dry. It's from Beekman 1702. Okay. It's like a moisturizing stick. My elbows just get super dry and cracky. So I'm going to probably just use, no, I'm going to use the body peel and then the Dove because, again, I wasn't as good with doing these extra steps, so I just need to get back to baseline, you know, and my décolletage could use some body peel. And then we're going to pick out an outfit and then do my makeup. Also, I just put my hair back. I can't deal with it until I have an outfit on. Anybody else, like, I need to know what the vibe is of the outfit before I style the hair. So we'll see what the vibe of the outfit is. All right, we'll get into the vibe of the outfit, but it's very loungy, very work from home, casual, and I will show you that. I'm very excited to talk about it in depth, but I'm going to use my Alice Brooklyn Suite because I can officially smell again, which is so nice. What a bizarre symptom that is. I already took my medications for the morning, and then I didn't show brushing my teeth because that feels weird, but I want to talk about how cute my toothbrush is. I use the, and I forgot to link these. I use the Curaprox Ultra Soft toothbrushes. I get mine on Amazon. They're just really, really soft, and if you have sensory issues, sensitive gums, that type of thing. But look at the bristles. How cute is that? Love it. All right. We're going to move locations. Let's do some outfit reveal. Or no, I need to do my hair. You guys are going to see how not invested in hair I am. I'm just going to brush through it and see what we're working with. Because I showered last night and slept on it, I'm going to have like weird dents everywhere, and I just don't know that I'm up for heat styling today, so this is kind of what we're working with. Honestly, we're just gonna do this. I like to do a nice messy swoosh, and I usually have my headphones on during work, so I'm just gonna leave it as is today. This is a very chill overall vibe that we're going for, so let's talk outfit. There's one other thing that I wanted to share. So I didn't show taking out my Nightguard either. We just skipped oral care, but there's some things I wanted to show you. The toothbrush being one of them, but also look at this. How cute is this? It's my retainer. My retainer's in here with a tab, but it's my Nightguard holder. It has like the little gauge that comes out, but that way when it sits on your your nightstand or your bathroom vanity, it looks like a little plant. I love it. We'll see how dusty it gets. Does anyone else, do you, this is my question to you. When you purchase something, do you think about how hard it's going to be to clean? Because I do. Everything, like if it's not easy to clean, it's not coming to my house. So I'm skeptical about these, but it's so cute and I love it. All right, outfit is on. We're getting ready to do makeup, but I'm just wearing this, it's almost like Barefoot Dreams material, but it's from UGG. It's their leopard cardigan. It has some buttons. I got this in the Nordstrom anniversary sale. I don't think last year, maybe the year before. And then I have on this two-piece set, which has a little bit of a mock neck. And these pants, I'm going to try to get some shots to show you, but super, super comfortable. I did get it from Cider. Now Cider is fast fashion. We can have a nuanced conversation about that. If you're interested, let me know down below. I'm wearing a size 0XL. It's like in between, I think it's like their version of a 12-14, but it's super, super stretchy. It has pockets. And then if you can see, I'm gonna have to insert a clip. It has this really cute pleat down the front of the pockets, but it's super, super flattering. So we'll insert some clips and I'm gonna go get packages and then we're gonna do makeup because I have a half an hour left to get ready for therapy before work. So I like slow mornings, but I never can get them no matter how early I wake up. All right, I'm going to be super honest with you. I have no idea what kind of makeup look we're going to do today. I'm tempted to use the Beautypie stuff, but I feel like that needs to be a separate video because a lot of people find me through Beautypie. I'm just going to start with Live Tinted 3-in-1. For SPF, we're in my office. It's quite a fright. There's like stuff that needs put away on this table. Sometimes when I film, I forget to move all of the empty beverage containers, because I typically take those down in the morning, just because sometimes I'm in here working on YouTube work or journaling until I get ready and go to bed, so I don't always go back downstairs. I know, horribly lazy of me, but I take them down in the morning, so sometimes when I film, you see them very clearly in the background, and I should be better about taking them away, but I'm not here to show you a false view of my life. I'm just here to share the things that I am in the mood to share. Okay, I'm very tempted to do a light makeup look, so I don't know though, because I do need to film my February recap today, so let's actually go with the LYS Foundation. We're gonna go a little bit more glam than I was originally anticipating, but I think we're gonna leave the eyes fairly simple because my lash lift and tint has really lasted, and it's because Rona was wild, especially getting it on the way back from my work trip. It was kind of nice to have my eyelashes and eyebrows done while I was sick, because I definitely wasn't going to put effort into my appearance, and it felt like I was at least somewhat pulled together during sickness. So I have really enjoyed getting my eyelashes and eyebrows lifted and tinted. Just as someone who struggles with chronic health and mental health, it's just, you're like halfway there, you know? Slap on a little bit of color corrector and you're good to go, which you saw in the video earlier this week. Frankie boy! Frankie boy! My husband is working from the office today, so Frank and I are home alone, and anytime my husband is not here, Frank is on extra high alert, I think because he recognizes that my husband is the #1 guarder and protector of this household. He gets real vocal. But I'm actually going to use the Beautypie Concealer today because I'm about to scrape the very last of my rose ink. So I want to savor the last of it for the days where I really want full coverage that's going to last all day. The Beautypie does last really well, and it doesn't look bad. It's just I prefer the color and coverage of the rose ink, and I do notice that the Beautypie gets a little drier throughout the day, dry looking throughout the day than the rose ink, but you know, we're splitting hairs really. It's not that the Beautypie can't be worked with. So I'm going to try to use it up before I repurchase the rose ink. I'm just using what's left over from dabbing that on the tip of my nose, because as you can hear, my sinuses have not fully recovered. This dog. Okay, Frank is wilding out. So I finished blending in my concealer, and then I just set around the face with the Westman Atelier powder. Look at that. So nice. That's what happens when you get sick and congested. I will say, this is the first time I had Rona ever. How crazy is that? And I know that because I've never tested positive, and there have been times where my husband and I knew we weren't going to be around anybody for 2 weeks, so we didn't test. But even then, like, these symptoms were definitely brand new symptoms to me, including losing my smell for 2 days, which I know some people have lost it for much longer. But it was wild, especially because I used my Ouai dandruff shampoo. This is how I knew that I had lost it. I used my Ouai dandruff shampoo and could not smell anything, and that is a very scented product. It was quite crazy, and I think because I struggle chronically with sinusitis or whatever they call it, chronic sinus infections and allergies and all of that, it just went right there, and my head was so blocked I couldn't even read. Like, at first I was like, okay, well, at least I'll have downtime, I can read. keep myself entertained. Did not happen. Could not happen. Just used the Phytosurgence Rosy Daybreak 2, and then I'm going to use Condensate. Shock. Yeah, I thought for sure, like, I'll just read. Couldn't read. And so I ended up watching a lot of TV, which I'm not really a TV girl. Like, when I have pretty down health days, I will watch YouTube or Bravo, but I'm not like a big TV person. Like, I'll watch some shows with my husband in the evening, but I would much rather read or research. It's just who I am. So after a few days of that, I was really starting to feel pretty stir crazy, and I'm just happy to be out of it. So it definitely, as much as I talked about my upload schedule being impacted by work craziness, it was like such an inopportune time to get the Rona. But when is it an opportune time, you know? So gosh, I'm just happy that I'm a functioning human again for the most part. I'm going to do my brows with the e.l.f. Bite Size Brow Palette. I am going to use a little bit of the powder to fill in this eyebrow. We'll see if this one needs it. This one is just like the problem child. Even after I get them lifted and tinted, it's the one that has the more sparse areas. I have a feeling though that it's going to look too done next to the other one if we don't add anything, but we'll see. I'll just add a touch over here just to even it out. So I hope you're all doing well and your health is okay. I also think I'm probably just going to comb through my lashes and leave my eyes bare for now. Just because I might do a look before I film the other video, but that's not going to be until potentially this evening. So I know that this face will last just fine, you know, but I don't feel like fussing with keeping an eye look and like having to redo mascara. So I'm going to tap out, just make sure I'm blended down to my lash line because I didn't blend that very well. That's the other thing. When you're recovering from something or you're having a rough morning, don't hold yourself up with perfectionism. I'm going to add a little more powder under my eyes because I'm creasing already. I hope this video is fun. I just figured I'd whip the camera out, show you what I do on a morning where I'm recovering and I need to be ready for work. Just trying to whip the camera out more, you know? But this is a really easy face of makeup. I do want to add some lips. But what do I wear? Honestly, because I'm so bare everywhere else, why don't we do like a fun lippy? I like how my eyelashes look with the lift and tint. I'm going to use forget the filler definer liner from Lawless in the shade Burnished. And then the Thrive Causemetics Impactful Lipstick in Maya. I love the new packaging of these. It's that cool spy kit, but beware, this one ejects pretty intense if you're not careful. So yeah, Burnished. It's so funny because I was just reading this. It says creamy smooth glide ultra pigmented. Totally agree. And when you lay it flat on the side, you get like a nice thick line. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to use this Maya lipstick, which is lighter, but I like the look of these two together. Definitely a bright lipstick. So there's Burnished and there's Maya. Maya is a very red. It has a decent amount of pink to it. Very, very pretty color, but I am going to just kind of clean up underneath. And on top, we got a really stark point there for whatever reason. Again, I'm not the queen of lip lining, and also I'm never going to get filler to make it easier because needles scare me. All right, but that's the finished look. I feel very pretty. I feel ready to jump into today, even though I'm definitely still feeling the tail end of this illness. I hope this was fun. I think to recap my morning routines and what I want you to take away from this video is, one, you don't have to have a that girl routine. You don't even have to have a routine that you follow every day. It could be what I mentioned before. You use your energy menus, which I'll actually show you mine. So I actually have a full size that I laminated and then a smaller size, but you can see I have my non-negotiables up top, you know, moisturize or SPF. On a low energy day, we might not get to both, you know, how much water I need. I have self-care ideas, nap journal, a lounge outfit. It's kind of what we have today. I have hobbies, so read fiction because it doesn't require a lot of brain power, watch this comfort show, podcast, vision board, listen to music. I have work, limit meetings, and focus on reporting or documentation. We have exercise ideas, cleaning ideas, and then relationship ideas. And then I also have like words to focus on for that energy day. So high energies, gratitude, and pace yourself, because that's something I struggle with. And then on low energy days, I have slow and patience. I will link these below. Again, I made mine in Canva, but they've been really helpful. I included like a section for date and circling what day it is if you wanted to track anything that you're collecting on here. And then I just use a dry eraser to help me tick things off. And it's been really helpful. So use an energy menu if that's going to be helpful for you, or you can follow the link down below and do a spoons exercise and use that. Eventually you'll get to a point where you kind of know what you want to do in the mornings. You don't have to follow an exact routine. If you like that and you can sustain that, great, do it. But don't strive for perfection. Don't be measuring yourself against all of these videos online of like the perfect routines. It feels very inauthentic for me to like film myself getting out of bed in every single step. So I'm not here to put on a show. I'm here to kind of share my experiences and let you know that it's okay to have your experiences if they're similar or different from mine, just to show a different perspective, because a lot of it is manufactured online and it's important for us to remind ourselves of that. And also to take care of ourselves when we're not feeling well, when we don't have a lot of energy, and whatever you need to get into your day, that's what you should take. And I hope that you're taking care of yourself. If you had the Rona, I feel you. We'll get through it together. And I hope that I will see you in the next video. Next week is going to be, I'm hoping, back to regularly scheduled content. Got some exciting things coming up. So I hope that you'll stick around for that, and I will see you there. Bye.